Hey everyone, welcome to the E2 Effective Elders podcast. Visit us at e2elders.org and please share this good word with others.
Hey friends, welcome back to the E2 Effective Elders podcast. And as always, our thanks to CDF Capital for making this podcast possible. They are a tremendous partner in ministry, helping us to train and equip elders across the country and literally in other parts of the world. You know, all of 2022 has been focused on what we call a good word. And each month there has been a particular word to build and encourage others in the faith. This month of November, that good word is humility. And earlier today, we were at a place here in Israel called the Mount of Olives. As a matter of fact, it might be that you saw some screen footage of us standing on the top of the Mount of Olives. You know, each one of our podcasts this month is going to come from a particular spot here in Israel. And what we want to focus on here on the top of Mount of Olives is that Jesus would come to this place, and he would meet often in a garden called Gethsemane. As a matter of fact, we read of that in the Gospel of John, chapter 18. Judas knew where to take the Roman authorities and the Jewish authorities to arrest Jesus, because it says that Jesus often met with his disciples there. And Gethsemane is this incredible place. It's an olive grove, and Jesus would go there to rest with his disciples. As a matter of fact, he said to them in the Gospel of Mark, "Come apart with me and get some rest." There were people making demands on them for food, for healing, for so much. And even because of the great crowds, they could not eat. Jesus said, "Come apart with me and get some rest." We know that classic statement of Jesus in Matthew chapter 11, where he said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble." There's that word, humble in heart. "And you will find rest for your souls, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light." What we want to challenge one another with is this thought that humility halts. H-A-L-T-S. Humility halts. When you and I humbly admit that apart from Jesus we can do nothing, as it says in John 15, when we admit that we do not have the physical strength, the stamina, the mental ability to do all things, when we admit that in humility, we will stop and get some necessary rest. And so maybe we need a modern day Gethsemane, where we sit with Jesus, where we listen to Jesus. Psalm 46, verse 10, God says, "Be still and know that I am God." We will only do that if in humility we admit that God is God alone and we are his followers. We don't need to come here to the other side of the world to slow down, stop, and rest in Jesus. Find a modern day personal Gethsemane. Shut the phone off, shut down the computer. Withdraw into a place of silence and solitude and enjoy stillness with your Creator, your Sustainer, your Savior. Humility halts.